I'm not going to deal with this drama anymore. I'm just going to play fun games on stream. I don't care anymore. So, there you go. I'm not talking about it anymore. It's that simple. As for the mortgage, yes, I hope that things go well, and I can pay my mortgage on Saturday. Thanks. I agree with you. Good sentiment. All right. Now, here I am scrambling this month, trying to make ends meet, trying to pay my bills, pay my mortgage and everything, because I'm not going to get that payment I depend on every month. And now I got to try to shuffle around and say, gee, am I going to continue to be on Twitch full-time? I want to. I like being here. I think this is the best streaming site. But now look at all the changes and the things we're going to have to do to make up for the fact that there's no partner program. Guts, who's the last tipper, thank you. We're trying to hit the tips goal tonight. I'm trying to make it so I hit every tips goal this week to help me coming up with my mortgage, because I don't even know what's going to happen with Twitch. I don't know if they're going to pay me or not for all the work that I did last month after losing my partnership. So if you can support tonight and you're liking the fact that I'm continuing on with this playthrough despite the debacle that we had last week, please by all means support the stream, and thank you in advance. Let's see if we can hit the tips goal. I really hope we can. All right? All right.
One of the notable things about DSP is his predictability in terms of how he cycles through his monthly bills when asking viewers for support. One might generally assume that fixed monthly expenses could easily be budgeted for in a dual-income household with no children, but DSP seems to be someone who will always find a way to surprise you. In particular, DSP seems to go through a period of ebb and flow in regards to his monthly mortgage payment. As it is well documented at this point that his mortgage payment is due by the 15th of each month, the general trend is that the initial 2 weeks of the month has a high emphasis on the impending mortgage payment, while the final 2 weeks of the month it sits in the back to make way for things like back taxes, state taxes, and utilities. This is, of course, outside of the multiple special fundraising events held to save the house. The property is an approximately 1,600 square foot, 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom middle unit condo in Renton, Washington. DSP closed the sale on May 21, 2014 for a sale price of $265,000, $500 above the original list price. I won't go into the history prior to the purchase, but suffice it to say the move from Connecticut to Washington was a very big deal for him at the time. Currently, Redfin estimates the property to be worth approximately $540,000, meaning that it has appreciated over 100%. On his bankruptcy documents, DSP reported paying $1,830 per month for home ownership expenses and $360 per month for home maintenance, repair, and upkeep expenses. There was a field for HOA or condominium dues that he put as $0, which implies that neither he nor his counsel properly read through this document before submitting it to the court. In any case, after thorough review, I've determined that the $360 is likely his HOA fee, and the $1,830 is a single monthly payment that includes his mortgage principal and interest, property tax, PMI, and homeowner's insurance all within a single escrow account. Looking at the sales history, out of the $265,000 sale price, DSP took out a conventional mortgage, likely a 30-year conventional fixed mortgage, for $251,750. This means that he had put a down payment of $13,250 on the property, which, after dividing into the total sale amount, equals a 5% down payment. This is the absolute minimum down payment allowed for a conventional loan, and the implications of this are twofold. Common sense dictates that the lower the initial down payment, the higher the subsequent monthly payments as well as finance charge until the loan is eventually paid off. Assuming an approximately 5% fixed interest rate based on the approximate historical rate, DSP's mortgage loan payment is estimated to be about $1,350 per month with a total finance charge of about $235,000 after the 30-year term. The bigger issue, however, is that because Phil elected to finance his condo with the minimum down payment, he absolutely would have been stuck with private mortgage insurance, or PMI. PMI is designed to protect the lender in the event that the homeowner defaults on the loan, and is paid for by the homeowner as an additional monthly fee on top of their principal and interest. PMI is only required for conventional loans in which the borrower puts down less than 20% of the home's purchase price as a down payment. In other words, had DSP decided to wait until he had saved up for the 20% down payment, he would not have been forced to pay for PMI. Now, PMI itself can cost different amounts based on the loan amount and the perceived risk of the homeowner. DSP's PMI would likely be estimated as anywhere in the $130 to $180 per month range. Remember, PMI should be avoided if at all possible, as it does not contribute to your equity or provide you any benefit. It is designed to protect the lender, not the borrower. A homeowner can evaluate their options to rid themselves of PMI once either their loan balance has reached 80% of the original amount, or once they have achieved greater than 20% equity on their home. In Phil's case, because of the extreme appreciation of his property, he theoretically should have pursued PMI removal by this point.
Shout out to Jim, it took me $2. What was your percentage for your down payment of your house? If you did less than 20%, you pay for PMI. Is that worth doing? I have absolutely no recollection of what I did as my down payment for this house. No idea. I know that whatever I did, I basically emptied out my bank account, because between that and the cost of moving across the country, I was shot. My savings were gone. Everything was gone. I'm pretty sure I have PMI, but I don't know what it is. So there you go.
As an FYI, using a simple mortgage amortization calculator, Phil's remaining loan amount is approximately $220,000 out of the original loan amount. The bankruptcy documents also confirmed that he has only been making the absolute minimum payments since initially purchasing the condo in 2014. The average price of condominium insurance in Washington is about $360 a year, or $30 a month. This is usually significantly cheaper than standard homeowners insurance because the HOA likely insures the actual structure, so that DSP would only require HO6 insurance to cover his belongings inside of the structure. Property tax is paid twice a year, and there are a few ways to go about this. Some people, myself included, will manually pay a lump sum to the county prior to the due date. Others may be required to pay a monthly estimated property tax amount into an escrow account along with their usual mortgage payment. Lenders will do this to effectively ensure that borrowers pay their property tax incrementally so that they aren't in a situation where they need to drop a few $1,000s all at once. DSP is on record saying that he does pay his property tax in an escrow account. Prior to his bankruptcy, his estimated monthly property tax payment would have been roughly $343 per month. Due to appreciation, this should now be around $368, an increase of approximately $25 per month. Factoring this into his previously reported numbers, his total monthly payment is expected to be $1,855. The usual function of an HOA is to help maintain a clean and cohesive atmosphere in the neighborhood. I stated earlier that the $360 listed on his bankruptcy document was likely his monthly HOA fee. This is a separate payment from his mortgage, and based on his past statements, this is due by the 20th of each month. Looking at the historical fees of other homes in the same HOA as DSP's, it is easy to see that the $360 per month is representative of his current HOA fee. Looking at the final figures, DSP's fixed homeownership costs are roughly $2,215 per month. As expected, this amount makes up the lion's share of his total household expenses, about 43% total based on his bankruptcy documents. Based on my most recent net income calculations, DSP could easily meet this amount with only his YouTube income or after 8 streams of hitting the tips goals. The ultimate purpose of this video was to act as a primer for the full picture of his total monthly expenses, as his mortgage is easily the highest and most complicated of the lot. Thank you for watching. See you soon.